Welcome back inside Truist Arena here in Highland Heights, Kentucky, the campus of Northern Kentucky University, the River Rumble, as it's been called this week by a few, between the Cincinnati Bearcats and Northern Kentucky Norse. My name is Aidan Riggs, joined alongside Chase Yance. The Bearcats leading this one at halftime, 32-28 over the Norse. Did they go by the Norsemen at all, or is it just the Norse? Do we know that for sure?
I think it's just the Norse, but again, this is our first time here. So
hey, I played against a team in hockey from Northern Kentucky that went by the Norsemen, so I didn't know if it was the same or anything, but I'll call them the Norse. But with that, the Bearcats do lead 32-28. Your leading scorer is Jizzle James with 9. Connor Hickman follows him with 7. Dylan Mitchell is third with 4. For the Norse, your leading scorer is number 2, Sam Vinson. He's got 11 on the day, the first player in double figures for the Norse. Also with 6 is number 1, Trey Robinson, and with number 0 with 5 points is Dan Gresger. I'm going to get used to that one. That's a 1.
Used to it in that first half. I mean, probably called him 3 different things.
Dan Gresger. There it is. That'll do it.
There we go.
But with that, this is a close game. It's within 4 points at halftime. The Norse with a strong showing. What are your thoughts on that whole first half?
It's been a game of runs. That's just how college basketball is. But it's hard to pinpoint. Again, Northern Kentucky's winning the glass, which is something that Wes Miller, we can definitely assure that's something that he said in the locker room, that you guys need to win the glass in the second half, and it should not be close. But again, it's just been opportunistic times when Northern Kentucky has needed a bucket. They've gotten a bucket somehow, some way. Cincinnati trying to figure out this zone, and then Northern Kentucky's also kind of extended their defense out and their pressure a little bit. And the Cats haven't really seen or really dealt with that type of pressure at this point in the season early on. So it's been a bit of an adjustment. We'll see if the Cats can make those adjustments and apply it into the second half to win this game.
Cincinnati only shooting 40% from the field. NKU shooting 54%. Difference in that one could play out big. Also, Northern Kentucky out-rebounding Cincinnati 20-11. Keep an eye on that one. The Bearcats have to find a way to win on the boards to win this game. Each team with 4 offensive rebounds. The defensive rebounds where they're really making a big difference.
Yeah, and again, I mean, it's just being able to, those long shots, long rebounds is the thing. When Cincinnati's having to settle for those outside shots from deep 2 and long 3, sometimes guys get back and retreat on defense and no one crashes the board, so it's just an easy rebound if it's a miss from Northern Kentucky. But another thing to look at, Cincinnati's taken 13 threes, and they've made 4 of them, but with NKU's 3 three-point attempts, they've made 2 of those. So it's just a balance of Cincinnati's put up 11 more shots and only has 1 more make, because Northern Kentucky's getting to the basket, getting closer down there inside that paint area, and the shots are a little bit easier. They're using the glass. They're able to just be more patient, and that's the thing. Cincinnati has to speed them up, get them off their spots, and just run with it.
We talked about it in the break when we were off air, but a lot of games so far this year for the Bearcats as a whole school. A lot of fast halves. You seem like you've called every single one of them where it's just been just like that, back and forth, everything happening.
At this point, I need oxygen, you know. The oxygen mask, I mean, the tanks, mask, whatever you need, I have it right next to me, you know. I got to contact somebody about that one, but it should be a good one.
NKU is going to inbound the ball to get things going. Here in the second half, they're going to move from left to right, the opposite direction of where they went to start off. We are located behind the UC bench as things are underway here from Truist Arena. Down low, quickly, Ida Jare backing down on Bandego, puts up the little hook shot. That's no good. Bounced off the hands of a couple of Bearcats, but Bandego comes down with it. Here come the Cats to start off the second half. Simas Lukosic, far side. He's going to got an open 3. He's going to take it. Simas Lukosic gets things going early.
Yeah, can't leave him open. That's pretty much the that's pretty much the analysis on that one, man. I mean, smooth like butter, Simas.
6 points on the night for Lukosic. NKU with the ball now. Just off the enlarged logo is Dilling. Working to his left. Guarded by Jizzle James. Picks up his dribble. Having a little trouble finding someone.
Great defense.
James playing tight defense on him. Vincent has it now. Guarded by Lukosic. Working to his right. Inside he goes. Stops on the blocked by Bandego, but the rebound is made and put back in by Ida Jare.
Yeah, not many people are blocking that shot right there other than Bandego, but at the same time, crashing by Ida Jare, he came up and got that rebound because Bandego was pushed away off the block. So it was just good shot, good finding the rebound and working on the offensive glass.
James took it up the floor. Hickman looked for Bandego down low. Miscommunication, goes straight out of bounds. NKU basketball.
Yeah, that's just not being on the same page right there. Bandego had the pin down, just a bit too high and too much mustard on that pass, and just kind of slid away right there.
35-30. UC leads this one over NKU. 18:40 remains in the second half. Inside's Vincent. Picked up his dribble, moves back outside, up to Dilling. Far side, working his way down low, thrown up by Robinson, and makes its way in off of Ida Jare.
I said it earlier, iron's good for your diet, and they've really taken that to heart. I'll tell you that one. But, you know, just getting those shots around the rim, letting the rim do its work, and giving it a chance.
Here's Jizzle James, throws it up. Dylan Mitchell slams it home.
We've seen that before.
How about that one? What a lob from Jizzle James. Cats lead by 5 once again.
That's your quick hitters right there, able to get, you know, just an open look right there, cut baseline, and it's pitch and catch.
Sam Vincent up the floor for the Norse. One-handed pass up top, Josh Dilling. Hands it off, Trey Robinson working his way inside, picks up his dribble, looking back outside. Three is put up by Dilling. That's good. What a shot from Dilling.
He was fading to his right on that one. He caught that tough pass and was just fading over and drilled it.
First bucket of the night for the leading scorer for the Norse. Jizzle James looking for an answer. Battles on Ida Jare.
That's a name.
That is a name. Simas Lukosius now. Inside the arc he goes, backing down Dilling. Works it back, good pass to Bandego. He was fouled on the way up. These are going to be your first three throws of the night for either team.
Oh my God.
That is. I meant to mention it.
Well, that's why the game seems like it's going so fast right now.
There you go.
On that play right there, you had Simas Lukosius on the left wing. He just played it really patient. He was going in with his left hand, half spin back to the right. They call that a Barkley move because Charles Barkley liked to do that a lot in the 80s and the 90s. Just a half spin here, half spin there. Great vision by Lukosius, and now you got Bandego at the free throw line.
Bandego goes to the line. That was only the 8th total foul of the night of the teams combined. First shot is up. That rattles its way in. Free throws really a big concern on the year for the Bearcats. I looked at some stats earlier today. The only stat that the Bearcats are not top 5 in offensively in the Big 12 is free throw percentage.
He hit a big one right here in this ruckus. Not ours.
Second shot is up. That rattles its way in. Aziz Bandego going 2 for 2 from the line.
Shot 54% last year from the free throw line, but man, he drilled those 2 big ones.
Get that. The Cats lead 39-35. 17-20 remains the second half. NKU with the basketball. Vincent up top. Working to his left on Simas Lukosius. Spin move. Works inside the paint. Picks up his dribble. A little jump move. Back outside it goes. Here's Dilling. Back to Vincent. Vincent on Lukosius once again. Pass inside. Ida Jare backing down on Bandego. 3 is up from Dilling. That one's short. Bandego battles for the rebound. Ida Jare comes down with it. Loose ball. Bounces around a couple hands. 3 and open was Pettis. That's good. Randall Pettis gives it a 1-point game.
Crashing the offensive glass is the big thing right there. Something that Wes had to teach about. You guys have to win the glass.
Aziz Bandego working his way inside. Throws it up and good. Aziz Bandego with the answer.
Get in where you fit in. He got through the spot, got in, fit in, put it in the basket.
Here's Sam Vincent. Trey Robinson up top. Hands it off to Dilling. Little jumper is up from mid-range. What a basket from Dilling.
A lot's happening. A lot of points are going back and forth in this time frame to say.
Timeout Cincinnati. We got a 1-point game with 16:23 remaining. Wow, this place is alive.
Oh, it's alive and it's well at the moment, unfortunately for us. But, you know, it's going back and forth. Teams are finding their rhythm, hitting shots and everything else. But the big thing is Cincinnati just got to try to close out deep possessions on defense and you know, talk about getting kills. You got to get 3 stops in a row to try to kill this momentum. But when you have it and you've boxed out and you let an offensive rebound go, it's a killer.
This did get extended to the media timeout, so we'll take a quick break here on Bearcat Sports Radio. 16:23 remaining in the second half here in the River Rumble, as it's been called, between the UC Bearcats and the NKU Norse here from Highland Heights, Kentucky. Truist Arena is where this game is set. The Bearcats leading 41-40 over the Norse. Aidan Riggs joined alongside Chase Yance. A lot has happened in the last 4 minutes.
There's been 21 points in the first 3:37 of the second half. We've been eyes left, right. I mean, I say, I need oxygen. You might need it too.
Substitution for the Bearcats, Day Thomas into the game. He takes this one up the floor. He's met at half court. Tight defense being played by Randall Pettis. Here come the Bearcats, 20 seconds on the shot clock. Working to his right is Thomas, takes a screen from Mitchell. Hand off to Lukosius. Looks back to Day in the corner. Thomas up top, Lukosius. Works inside, pull-up jumper from Lukosius. Bang! CMOS Lukosius puts the Cats up by 4.
Oh, bang Mike Brinkar right there too, man. That was a great one right there. CMOS Lukosius from the top of the key. Again, give him any space. It's going to be tough for the defense to stop him.
Here's Sam Vincent on that midcourt logo. Working to his left on Lukosius, now on Mitchell. Working inside, puts it up. He's fouled on the way up. He'll go to the line for 2.
That's good. Yeah.
Going to go against Mitchell. That'll be, I believe, his first foul tonight.
Again, that was a good job right there by Vincent. He was using the shoulder and the hip and everything else and just caught Mitchell right in the face. And a double whammy right there for Dylan.
Well, they're going to take another media timeout.
Okay.
Should we just stick here with this one?
At this point, we should. At this point. I mean, it was 40 seconds that went off the clock.
That was probably the shortest play that you could have in between media timeouts. But anyway, this is a special game being aired on FanDuel Sports Network, the new Bally Sports Ohio. This is a unique broadcast for the Bearcats.
We almost parked right by their.
In a way, we did. We were really pretty close to it.
We were pretty close. Man, I tell you, man, TV networks nowadays, it's something.
Shout out the Reds going with their local distributing on the broadcast. Will not be on the FanDuel Sports Network.
Yeah.
A 94-foot putt is about to be taken on the floor.
Oh, boy.
I can't hear what he's trying to win.
Something for an entire year, but I don't know. I'll have to ask Haven later.
I'm not sure what Barley Corns is, but we'll see what this putt goes. It's on the ground, working its way towards the hole. Just wide. Couldn't quite capitalize on that one. Working on my golf play-by-play here during the intermission.
I'm going to go Jim Nansen.
Hello, friends.
And the putt from Tiger.
Welcome to Augusta National. A win for the ages.
Nance. Hello, friends. Yeah, there you go. Again, I'm trying to get this together. This is an interesting place. We've said it multiple times, but this is just the vibes here are just unlike anything I've really been a part of, especially broadcasting.
This is a unique arena to broadcast in. You've gone to some random places I know in the high school game, calling some stuff this past year.
Yeah,
this is at the top of the list for me.
Again, it just feels like I was playing back at Purdue Fort Wayne. This is this is kind of that feel, and I don't know. It's really hard to put my finger on, but
the lighting is the thing throwing me off the most.
Yeah.
The court is an interesting color. It's almost that Boston Celtics darker color in a way. I do really like this place, though. I'd love to see it filled up all the way. Yeah. It's a little bit sparse in the upper deck in places, but Skyline Chili Drop just happened as well with the parachutes.
Well, I mean,
we've learned that happens at every single arena in the area. Happened at Cintas when we went to a game earlier this year.
It did. Hate watch.
We did. Shout out Jackson State on that one.
Shannon.
Vincent's first shot from the line is up. That's no good. Sam Vincent misses from the line.
Hey, Crosstown's coming up here in a couple of weeks. It's going to be interesting. We got to get this one.
We do. Trying to own the city of Cincinnati. Oh, that goes through the hands of a fan on the parachute drop. Vincent's second shot goes up. That one's good.
And Nelson Aguilar.
44-41. The Bearcats lead the Norse. 15:30 remains. Day Thomas up the floor. Hands off to Josh Reed on the logo. Back to Day Thomas. Right side of the court. Right to the top of the key. Down low. Here's Arton Page. Tries to go across court to Josh Reed. Stolen away.
Not a good pass.
Here come the Norse. Pettis up the floor. Kick ball off of Connor Hickman. Out of bounds. Throw in for the Norse.
That's where NKU just really started extending that pressure, and then Page caught it in a spot where he's not used to getting the ball and just forced a very errant pass.
25 on the shot clock. Gets it in to Robinson. Guarded by Josh Reed on the left side of the floor. Working his way towards the middle. Handoff Vincent. Guarded by Lukosius. Dribbles with his left. Now with his right. Works at the top of the key. Inside he goes. Pull-up jumper from mid-range. That's no good. Day Thomas with the rebound. Here come the Bearcats. Across midcourt they go. Josh Reed with it. On the right side of the court, hands it off. Day Thomas working his way inside. Day Thomas picked up his dribble. Connor Hickman for three from the corner. That's no good. Went high and long. Didn't catch anything.
That was a good look right there.
Sam Vincent got the rebound. Takes it up floor for the Norse. Where he's inside the paint. Picks up his dribble. Back outside. Here's Robinson. Robinson to the right. Sets a screen when he hands it off. With it now, Goresger. Robinson inside the arc. Inside the paint now. Pull-up jumper. That's no good off the back iron. Josh Reed comes down the rebound, but a foul is going to be called against the Norse. Going to go against Ida Jare.
Again, good job right there by Page for putting the butt on somebody, boxing out, and got the tough rebound. The two 6'10" guys going at it, so you got to be able to win that glass on the inside, especially defensively. It's going to be a big thing going forward and try to get those extra possessions offensively for the Cats.
Tyler Betsy into the game, replacing Connor Hickman. Day Thomas takes up the floor for the Cats. 14:25 remains. The Cats lead 44-41 over the Norse. Simas Lukosius picks up his dribble. Tyler Betsy top of the key. Dribbles between his legs. Tries to take a screen from Page. Instead, Day Thomas is going to take it. On the baseline he goes. Sends it up top. Arden and Page, great hands on that one. Puts it up and in.
Great hands, but a great pass right there. Day was caught in the coffin corner and just pinpoint pass.
Robinson puts that one up. Foul is going to be called against Simas Lukosius. He'll go to the line for two.
Again, it was just Day with him being so shifty and just, maneuvering himself down in that deep corner. He was very close, walking that tightrope, was able to fire a pass. It was going to be a kick out, but it was just great hands right there by Page and catch and lay it in.
Robinson had 15 of his 19 points in the final 20 minutes against Nichols. Second half score, we'll see what he does from the line here. He's got 8 on the night. First shot is up, and that one is good. Vincent's going to come back into the game, replacing Pettis for the Norse.
And Robinson does it all, though. 10.7 points a game, 7.3 rebounds. He's been doing it for a minute here. I mean, he averaged 11 last year for NKU and shot 43% from the field.
Second shot is up, and that one's good as well. He's going to be replaced by Dillon.
That's the thing. He plays that point forward really well for this team, and he's done a good job tonight just kind of handling the ball and also getting spots down on the post.
14 remains. Cats lead 46-43. Day Thomas working his way to his right. Here's Tyler Betsy. Day Thomas with it again. Just off the sword of the logo. Inside the arc he goes. Pull-up jumper from the line. That one rattles around. It's no good. Arden and Page with the rebound. Foul is going to be called, though, against the Norse.
Again, that push from the back. Page was able to get good position and get that rebound. Wouldn't say he sold it, but again, I mean, when you catch that thing and you have some contact, go a little bit forward. Get that call, sell it a little bit, and there you go.
Simas Lukosius throws it into Josh Reed. Here's Josh Reed. On his pivot foot now, moves to his left. Day Thomas tries to send a one-handed pass that goes off the foot of a Norse. Back onto the other side of the court it goes. Simas Lukosius for three from deep. Got it! Simas Lukosius, have a day from deep.
Yeah, that was just second nature. He caught the pass. Shoot it. Boom. There you go.
49-43, the Cats lead. 13-17 remains. Norse with it. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Pull-up jumper from deep. Goresger, no good. Battle for the rebound. Arden and Page was battling for it. It's going to go off of him and out of bounds. Norse basketball underneath.
Yeah, Edie Jerry on that one. He got the active hands. It was a tip battle right there for Page and Edie Jerry, and it just happened that NKU got the best of it right there.
Goresger throws it in. Gets it into Dillon. The left side. Up top, back to Goresger. Takes a screen. Three is up from Vincent from the corner. That's no good. Bounces around. Tyler Betsy came down with it, but lost it. Ida Jare throws it down. A slam with authority on that one. We got a 4-point game.
Oh, my God, that was a throwdown. He's the transfer from Marquette. Looked like one of his own teammates, Iso Ogadaro, on that slam.
What a name for both of them on that one. Day Thomas with it for the Cats, trying to get something going, trying to find an answer.
We'll see what we can do.
Hand it off to Betsy for a second. Now Day Thomas trying to work it inside. Josh Reed with it in the corner. Kept it in bounds, backing down his defender. Cross-court pass, here's Simas Lukosius. Working to his left, inside. Arden and Page slams it home. Arton and Page gives the Cats a 6-point lead.
A little bit of English on that pass right there. Slide to the middle, Page the drop down dunk. Good pass by Josh Reed, though.
Up top, here's Sam Vincent. Working to his right on Simas Lukosius. Onto the baseline he goes, picks up his dribble. Back up top, Dilling. Guarded by Tyler Betsy, working to his left. Here's Dilling, hand off to Vincent. Simas steps up on him. Guarded him isolation up top. Working on the baseline. Trying to go down low, got to the block, picked up his dribble. 3 is up from Goresger. That's no good off the front iron. Tyler Betsy with the rebound. Here come the Bearcats, 6-point lead, 11:50 remains in the second half.
Need a bucket here.
Simas Lukosius. A couple moves, pull up, jumper from deep. Got it! Simas Lukosius, have a day! 15 points on the day for Simas. The Cats lead by 9.
Ooh, from Lithuania with the flick.
The jumper is thrown up, the little floater. That's no good. Bearcats come down with the rebound.
Heat check.
Heat check. Here comes Simas Lukosius. Same spot, isolation. Simas on Goresger. Behind the back, dribbles inside. Inside the arc he goes, picks up his dribble. Tyler Betsy for 3. No good. Rattles around. Here comes the rebound by the Norse. Cats lead 45-54. Goresger inside. Foul is going to be called. Timeout instead is going to be called against, or on, for the Norse. Simas Lukosius hypes up the crowd going to the bench. Simas, 15 points on the day, your leading scorer. Wow. Heat check was the right word.
Simas, man.
That was perfect.
Simas.
That is going to serve as the under 12 media timeout. The Bearcats lead this one 54-45 over the Northern Kentucky Norse. We'll take a quick break here. Welcome back to Truist Arena, where they went down the drive going into break. Bearcats taking over Highland Heights, Kentucky, just over the river. They lead this one 54-45 over the NKU Norse. Aidan Riggs joined alongside Chase Yance. No one else to really say but Simas Lukosius.
See, I don't do name breakdowns and origins, but Simas, you break it down. Yes, Mas, more. Yes, more of that, please. Come on, Simas.
We called him 3-Mas Lukosius in that first half. 3 threes to start off the second half. And what a half for Simas. NKU's going to inbound it underneath the basket of the Bearcats. Ready to get things going. 11:09 remains in the second half. Cats lead 54-45. A little palindrome action coming in off the break. Blocked by Blandego. Mess for the ball. Sam Vincent comes away with it. Trey Robinson up top. Josh Dillon throws up the 3, but a foul is going to be called down low. Is that going to go against Josh Reed, it looks like. Battling in the paint. Third foul of the half for the Bearcats. We didn't see many fouls called in the first half.
Not many.
20 seconds on the shot clock. Thrown into Dilling. Top of the key. Vincent bobbles it for a second. Tight defense being played by Connor Hickman. Vincent passes it. Robinson now with it on the left side. Guarded by Bandego, works his way on the baseline, rattles that one in. Robinson gets the Norse going once again.
Just patient. That's the big thing. He caught it off that staggered screen, came down with the left hand, and just the easy touch with the floor.
12th point of the night for Robinson. Jizzle James, cross-court pass. It goes over the head of Hickman. Fired that one into Dan Skillion's hands on the bench.
Speak to existence. Hopefully we'll play here soon.
Hope to see him back in almost exactly a month for Crosstown and potentially the Dayton game downtown. We will see, as he is in crutches, though, today.
Let's take care of this one.
10:30 remains. Cats lead 54-47. NKU with the ball. Dilling up top. Here's Vincent on that midcourt logo. Working to his left, now guarded by Josh Reed. Inside, works its way to Wells. Foul is going to be called against Betsy on that one. Bearcats got to be careful here.
Yeah, Betsy, it looked like Betsy got all ball right there, but when he goes up and he's not going straight up on a parallel plane, you're going to get that hip, that side. That's where the contact's going to come in. If you're going to go straight up with him, cool. But if you're coming in from the side, something's going to get called.
Wells at the line. His first shot is up. That's no good off the back iron. The entire section in front of us, there's not much gold.
No, not at all.
In section 101, right in front of us, right behind the UC bench. Second shot is up. That one's no good as well. Josh Reed comes down with that rebound. All the red in the arena does come alive. Made their presence known going into the last break. Here's Tyler Betsy, left side of the floor. Josh Reed up top. Connor Hickman, Jizzle James. Working to his right. Goes through the legs. Back outside, here's Tyler Betsy. Back up Jizzle James. Working to his right, thought about the screen from Bandego. Works it, floats it up off the glass. That's no good. Gets his own rebound. Tyler Betsy comes down with it.
Good time.
Shot clock resets. Connor Hickman up top. Over to Betsy. Thought about the three, pushes inside. Tyler Betsy puts it up off the glass. No good. He'll go to the line for two, though.
That was a good patient take right there. He took what the defense give, go in with the left hand, kind of double pumped a little bit right there. But, again, that's going to fall more and more as he does that. We talked about Tyler Betsy, though. We saw him at practice. He is going to be a special player. Once he kind of gets himself immersed fully, still a freshman, it's going to be fun to watch.
Betsy ready to take his two free throws, shooting at the NKU student section. First one is up, rattles around the rim, but it won't fall. Dylan Mitchell will come into the game replacing Josh Reed.
Those are also things as freshmen to get over. Again, you're going against a huge student section. Got to be able to be strong and go through your free throw routine and just hit some of those big shots down the stretch.
Betsy steps up to the line, ready for his second. Shot is up. Bounces off the front iron, no good. Goes up in the air. Coming down with it was Dilly. Here comes NKU with speed. Slows down for a second. On the left side is Pettis. He's going to move his way inside. Throws it up. That's no good. Bounce around a couple hands. Betsy comes down with it. Bearcats avoid a fast break there. Come down with the rebound. Here comes Connor Hickman. Working quickly. Tyler Betsy. Jizzle James. Works to his left. Goes through his legs a couple times. Trying to find someone open. Here's Bandego. Backing down his man. Cross-court pass, Connor Hickman. Throws up the three off the pass. That's good. Connor Hickman from Aziz Bandego.
That's going to be big as the season goes on. If Connor Hickman can get more consistent and hot from three, this opens up and becomes a completely different Bearcats team. Like I mentioned, two white boys out there hitting them threes from deep.
Double-digit lead for the Cats. They lead 57-47. Under 9 remains. Up top, works it to Wells. Right side of the court. Here's Robinson. Hands it off to Vincent. Connor Hickman got a hand in there, though. Foul is going to be called against the Norse. Connor Hickman draws it. Bearcat basketball.
They talk about on dribble handoffs to try to push through on dribble handoffs. You don't want to switch because then it gives the offense an advantage. Right there, Connor Hickman was able to get skinny, get through, and he was able to get a hand on the basketball, and it forced an offensive foul right there. Great, tough, tenacious defense by Connor Hickman, and that's the little things right there that will mount for big wins like this one and on with the rest of the season.
Couple subs come in for NKU on that. Guresger alongside Idajare. Two toughest names they're going to have to deal with today. Jizzle James going to take it to the floor for the Cats. 8:43 remains. They lead by 10. Slowly moves the ball. Tries to throw it up to Mitchell. Slams it home. Dylan Mitchell puts the Cats up by 12. Timeout NKU.
Pitch, catch, throw down. There you go.
There's the slam you need. And the Cats start to pull away.
Well, Covington Airport's right over there. Dylan Mitchell That's takeoff, landing. You got the whole thing right there.
30-second timeout for NKU. Bearcat fans come to their feet. Dylan Mitchell, we talked about it all offseason. We knew he was going to be a difference maker. He's really shown it.
Yeah, again, it's hard to pinpoint what way he just comes in as the biggest difference that he brings for this Bearcats team. And we even asked Wes Miller last week, and he had a hard time putting one answer down. He mentioned that he thinks that he could be the best defender in college basketball as he works and tries to develop himself in that regard as well. But again, Mitchell, high flyer, rebounder, block shots, tenacious defense, a motor. He's got a lot of things that you need. If he can develop an outside shot, this is a guy that could be in the NBA.
Definitely a good rebounder, if I do say so myself.
Definitely.
If you know what I'm talking about. Sam Vincent, left side of the floor. Guarded by Connor Hickman. He met him on the opposite half court. Ida Jare. Foul is going to be called, I believe, against Aziz Bandego. It's going to be Jizzle James instead. They're going to get on that one.
He got a little aggressive on that push through. Again, it's kind of knocking someone off their plane. It's, again, you would like to be aggressive than not aggressive. But, again, Jizzle James, he's a more stockier build. So, again, you're going to get more of those calls when you're playing more aggressive.
More fouls called in the second half already than the first. Moving to his left with Sam Vincent. Says he's going to send it up top. There's Robinson. Hand off to Dylan. Dylan, pull-up jumper. That one's no good. Rebounded by Mitchell. Talk about him being a rebounder. There he is, making his presence known. Simons Lukosius handed off. Jizzle James. Dylan Mitchell now up top, driving inside. Into the paint he goes, picks up his dribble, throws it up off the glass and good. Dylan Mitchell. How about that?
Wes also talked about he's kind of a point forward, and right there took it out from the perimeter, found his way, found the angle in the lane, and just put it up the glass and did his thing.
61-47, the Cats lead. 7:48 remains. Officials timeout, and that's going to extend to the under 8 media timeout. We'll take a quick break here on Bearcat Sports Radio. Bearcats lead 61-47. Final 8 from Highland Heights, Kentucky. Inside Truist Arena, Aidan Riggs joined alongside Chase Yance. The River Rumble, as it was called by some this week. Bearcats lead this one 61-47 over the NKU North. Big second half so far from Bearcats.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they've done such a great job, especially shooting from the outside. They've crashed the offensive glass. They've been able to take some of the opportunities that NKU has given them, and they've played patient basketball but opportunistic. So that's been a big thing that the second half success that the Cats have had.
NKU trying to stay in this one with the ball up top. Ida Jare sends it over to Pettis. Down low now, Vincent. Vincent backing down. Hickman went up for the rebound was Dylan Mitchell. Instead, NKU comes away with it. Mitchell gets that rebound, though. Ida Jare almost bodied him.
Well, when you play in the trees right there, it's tough to get a shot fake up and a good lay, so great defense right there.
Jizzle James throws it up to Bandego, slams it home. Another alley-oop for the Bearcats.
They play in the trees, you play with the trees, so throw it up top, man. That was a great lob and great look right there by Jizzle.
63-47, the Cats lead. NKU struggling to get anything going offensively. Here's Vincent. Trying to move inside, stolen by Mitchell. Can he keep it in bounds? He does. Dylan Mitchell loses possession, goes out of bounds. That would have took the roof off of this place on the road.
Oh my. I'm just trying to piece together what the steps would have looked like going up.
Oof. What a second half.
Man, I'll tell you. Wow. Wow, I have no words right now.
Vincent took it up the floor for the Norse. Ida Jare has it. Hand off. Here's Pettis. Fade away. Step back. No good. Bounces around the hands a little bit. Here's Jizzle James with the rebound, though. Under 7 remains. Simas Lukosius, left side of the court. Up top, thought about the 3. Picks up his dribble. Here's Jizzle James. Working towards the center. Inside the arc he goes. Working on his defender. Pulls it up. Floats it up there. That's no good. Ida Jare comes down with the rebound. Here's Vincent. Working his way towards the middle. Inside on Hickman. Picks up his dribble. Throws it up off the backboard. That's no good. Rebounded by the Norse. 3 is up from Pettis. That one's no good off the back iron. Bandego fights for the rebound. NKU comes down that one again and slammed home by LJ Wells.
It's been a lot of the 50-50 balls that NKU has won tonight, and it's gone more in the favor in the second half of Cincinnati. But that right there, again, NKU's just trying to stay in this one. They've gone cold recently, and hopefully it'll stay that way.
Norse out-rebounding the Bearcats 32-24 at this point. Down low, Dylan Mitchell has the ball. He's guarded by 2 defenders. In that zone again are the Norse. Tries to throw it up. That's stolen away quickly. Here comes Pettis. Goes up, floats it up off the backboard and good. Back within 12 are the Norse. Timeout taken by Wes Miller.
Yeah, it's plays like that where you just can't find yourself in those situations. Mitchell, he looked a little bit off right there, and then he just threw a bit of a looper pass into that middle of that zone, and NKU just decided to take it themselves and try to close the gap with just a little bit.
You can let me know here if I'm missing something big, but I do not see timeouts anywhere on the scoreboard, and I cannot find it on the website for stats. So I do not know what timeouts each team has at the moment.
Oh my God.
I noticed it in the first half, and I still haven't found it.
Wow.
I believe the Bearcats have took 2, maybe 3.
I mean, this has been a very slow second half, but with a lot of stuff happening. At this point, we're just here at Truist Arena calling the Northern Kentucky-Cincinnati game. So, we're just going with the flow.
5:38 remains. Day Thomas takes up the floor for the Cats.
Oh, no.
Stolen away by the Norse. Pettis gets the steal, but Day gets it right back.
Oh.
Throws it up right to Wes Miller out of bounds. Not the start out of the timeout the Bearcats needed.
If only Wes had a jersey on and could shoot. He made 5 threes in practice off the left wing, I'll tell you that.
We were talking about Betsy being impressive in practice. Wes Miller was even more. I mean, he was not missing from 3, and he was trying to let them rebound the ball.
He might have my presidential election vote in 2028. That's all I'll say.
Wes Miller, 28. That's going to be something. Sam Vincent, right side of the floor. Pettis now takes it, pull up 3. That's no good off the back iron. NKU with the offensive board once again. Pettis gathers it. Pull up jumper from mid-range. That's no good. Arden Page comes down with the rebound. Here's Tyler Betsy. Right side of the floor. Slows down, waits for his offense. Hands it off to Mitchell. Top of the key, Simas Lukosius. Simas on the left side of the floor, works his way to the middle. Inside the arc, down low, Arden Page slams it home.
Great look right there. Simas came off that screen and roll. It was a little bit of a delayed roll, so Simas can kind of dictate the defense. And just with that little touch pass over to Page, great job.
Cats lead back to 14, under 5 remains. Up top, here's Vincent. Screen from Ida Jare. Vincent spin move, up top. Pettis thought about the 3. He's going to pull up on that 3, though. No good, didn't hit anything. Thought he got fouled. Actually, it got tipped off Day Thomas. It's going to go in NKU's favor. 13 seconds on the shot clock.
At this vantage point, it really looked like it was going to bank in. I don't know. It just looked like it again. But tip out of bounds. NKU has another chance to try to get something going. This is a huge possession right here for Cincinnati defensively.
It's the second 3 tonight from that same spot we thought was perfect going in. And it didn't even end up being close. But NKU inbounds it. Up top, there's Wells. Shot clock under 10. Now under 5. Here's Vincent, right side. Going to have to move fast on Simas Lukosius. Throws up the deep 3. That's no good. Bounces off Simas Lukosius, and he grabs the rebound.
5 on 4.
Here's Day Thomas. Working his way inside. Throws the alley-oop up. Dylan Mitchell slams it home.
Ooh, high flyer alert. High flyer alert.
The Cats love the oop as they lead by 16. Inside the paint. Fadeaway jumper from Robinson. That's no good. Comes down with the rebound, though. Working inside. Back outside it goes. Robinson fakes the 3, moves inside the paint. Back outside. Ida Jare with a mid-range shot. That's good.
A little mid-range one-handed floater from like 10 out. That was a very interesting looking shot right there.
Here's Day Thomas, left side of the floor. Cats lead 67-53, under 4 remains. Simas Lukosius, top of the arc. Day Thomas, inside, bounces off him. Tyler Betsy now outside, thought about the 3, hands it off to Day Thomas. Day in the corner. Up top, Tyler Betsy's gonna pull up for 3. Got it! Tyler Betsy, the freshman, have a day.
Ice in his veins. There you go, stone cold killer.
And just like that, the Cats lead by 17. Ida Jare. Sam Vincent working on Lukosius inside the arc, inside the paint, finger roll up and good. Sam Vincent gets it within 15.
Good pin down right there off the screen. Vincent looks a little bit hobbled right there, but just good pacing right there.
Student section starts to clear out in Truist Arena. Day Thomas tries to go between a couple Norse, doesn't quite get it. Stolen away. Mad dash for it on the floor. Day Thomas somehow comes away with it. Tyler Betsy thought about the 3 from the same spot. Up top, Day Thomas. Simas Lukosius fakes the 3 now. Picks up his dribble. Day up top. Working against the defender, Tyler Betsy. Thought about the 3, pushes inside. Inside the arc. Little mid-range jumper. No good, but he was fouled. He'll go to the line for 2. Betsy claps on the ground. 2:40 remains. We'll head to the media timeout with the Cats leading 70-55. You're listening to Bearcats basketball on Bearcat Sports Radio. Final 2:40 from inside Truist Arena in Highland Heights, Kentucky. The Northern Kentucky Norse against the UC Bearcats. Well, the Bearcats lead this one 70-55. Chase, what are you thinking right now?
I'm thinking we need to try to get to some more road games this year because this has been pretty fun. But yeah, I mean, so far Cincinnati in this second half, they've found their composure, they've gathered their composure, and they've played some very fun basketball.
Tyler Betsy at the line for 2. 6 points on the night. First shot is up. That's no good off the back iron. Free throws still not automatic for Cincinnati. They are 2 for 5 on the night. Gonna be a big question mark and story of the season going down the road.
That was the question mark last year. Again, free throws, not making those shots last year, lost them a few Big 12 games.
Tyler Betsy makes that second one. The Bearcats shooting now 50% on the night. NKU throws it in. Taking up the floor for them is Josh Dilling. Up the left side of the court. Hands it off Sam Vincent. Working to the right now. Vincent cuts to his left on Simas Lukosius. Finger roll up and in. Sam Vincent, 16 points.
They've attacked Simas a lot tonight, and a lot of the thing is it seems like he's been getting beat, but at the same time, Vincent's been going through a lot of off-screen actions, cutting actions, and everything else.
Here's Jizzle James. Throws it down low, Bandego. Thought about passing, instead throws it up. Bounces around a couple hands, NKU comes down with it. Vincent with speed. Right side of the court, three is up. That's no good off the back iron. Rebounded by Dylan Mitchell.
Yeah, that was Simas's board, but Dylan Mitchell's like, I have one to the stat sheet.
Pivarius took that three. First time saying his name tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Jizzle James, right side. Works it towards the baseline. Inside the arc he is, backing down his defender. Outside, Simas Lukosius. Waits for a second. Moves to his right, step back three. Simas Lukosius, have a day, the European. What a night from Simas, 18 points.
Brother stuck the tongue out like he was Jordan on the way down the court. Man, that was, what a shot right there, Simas.
Simas holding the finish as well. 1:30 remains. Outside, Sam Vincent working on Simas. Sam Vincent up now inside the arc. Right outside the paint, back outside, Robinson. Working on Bandego. Foul is going to be called against Bandego. Got him with the arm bar. Cats lead 74-57. A minute 09 remains. Tyler Betsy comes out of the game in favor of Connor Hickman.
Start who you finish with. The starters.
In a 17-point game, Wes Miller keeps the starters in. Fouled on the shot was Josh Dilling. Jizzle James gets another foul.
Meant to say finish who you start with. My mind's all over the place right now.
It's been a wild game.
This is a 1996 arena that I'm just trying to figure it out right now. So it's been something.
Josh Dilling, 5 points on the night. Was your leading scorer for the Norse coming into the game.
Oh, yeah.
Multiple 18-point games. Misses the first one. Free throws not automatic for NKU as well.
Yeah, again with Dilling, I mean, like you mentioned, leading scorer, leader in minutes coming into this one. It's hadn't been great.
Simas Lukosius is replaced by Josh Reed. Standing ovation from the Bearcats crowd behind the bench. Dilling makes the second one. That makes it a 74-58 game. Jizzle James takes up the floor for the Cats. 104 remains. Across midcourt he goes. Final 90, or final 60 rather. Jizzle just taking off some clock here. Not guarded too closely. Now he gets a little bit of pressure. Works it up inside now he goes. Puts it up off the glass and good. Jizzle James. Cats lead 18.
You got to get those double figures, you know.
11 points for Jizzle James off of that one. Trey Robinson working on Aziz Bandego. Inside the paint, he has it. One-man show almost. Back outside now. Josh Dilling fakes the three, moves inside on Josh Reed. Up and off the glass and good. 25 seconds remain. We'll see what the Bearcats elect to do with no shot clock. Looks as if Wes Miller's going to call off the Dogs, and they will dribble it out. Jizzle James up top. The Bearcats will win this one 76-60, improving to 4-0 on the year. Win the River Rumble, as it was called by NKU. Their first journey in trying to own the Queen City. A matchup with the Xavier Musketeers now circled on the calendar in middle December. And it's officially the Bearcats win 76-60.
Good win tonight for Cincinnati. Again, they were able to find their composure in the second half, and they played complete basketball, and that's how they were able to extend themselves from that 4-point halftime lead. And Showtime Cats.
Showtime Cats. No cardiac Cats tonight, luckily.
Yeah.
Didn't have to worry about that
Saw
one.
enough of that last year.
As we mentioned, the Bearcats improved to 4-0. NKU will drop to 0-4 on the year. Bearcats will head on the road once again this weekend down to Atlanta, Georgia for a little Big 12 ACC matchup between the Bearcats and Georgia Tech. our next game will be, I believe, next Wednesday when the Bearcats take on Alabama State at home in Fifth Third Arena.
Well, you got a doubleheader that day.
I will. We'll see what the story goes with that one and how that one's going to work out. But volleyball will be our next match that morning, or that afternoon, rather, right before Thanksgiving. But we'll see what happens here. But big win for the Bearcats tonight. That's going to wrap it up here for us on Bearcat Sports Radio. The Bearcats win this one 76-60 over the NKU Norse. We thank